Oh, they gave me free pools, but I don't actually have her. There will be free pools every day, but it's also very tempting to just mileage shop her immediately rather than wait because of the event currency. We'll see what the event currency is like. Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekmag, this is Nike Goddess of Victory, and this is Unbreakable Sphere event. And it just started raining because of course it did.
Operation AA Pillar deployment to eliminate the so-called crystal region. The objective is to eradicate all of the E2 crystals in the crystal region and complete the groundwork for the future expansion of Reclamation Site 01. Shifty, are you ready?
Yes. I received word that the commander and the counter squad are en route to another location. Upon confirmation from the Central Government Intelligence Department, we've become aware there are no squads that have been officially deployed to the Crystal region. Of course, we can't discount the fact that there might be squads who came up unofficially. But who would do that? No one else can compare to the counters.
Good. As long as nothing unusual happens at the AA Pillar landing site, no Nikkei should be caught up in any trouble. Let's commence the operation. AA Pillar launch sequence ready.
AA Pillar landing coordinates set.
Confirming landing coordinates. Firing AA Pillar towards the guide signal. Launch complete. Transferring control to the operator until landing.
Control transfer complete. Now then, if we do this, and this... All set. Landing now. Landing in 3 minutes? Wow, the AA Pillar descends much slower than the A Pillar. Maybe because it's so much larger.
The energy contained within it is significantly greater than that of the A Pillar. Sorry, but this appears to be an urgent call.
It's okay, take it.
Mihara? What is it? You've captured a rare specimen? Where are you right now? Sorry?
Of course it's in the crystal region. We can't get rid of that thing no matter how much we try.
Get away from there immediately.
Mana, I'm picking up a strange signal near the AA Pillar.
What?
A colossal entity of some kind bursts out from under the ground. It looks like something out of a Persona. It looks like Mara. No. Not. Well, Mara would be Abaddon, that's the one. The AA Pillar is swallowed whole by what seems to be a massive mouth.
What is that thing?
That's...
That thing just swallowed the entire AA Pillar.
This is an emergency. Contact ARC Command. Tell them codename Gluttony has appeared.
Oh no, it's appropriate that that I'm redoing old tales, isn't it? It reminds us that there is a rapture that eats ICBMs and then spits out the energy.
I hear the sound of something falling in the water, and my body begins to sink underneath the surface. I think I'm drowning. How long can a Nikkei breathe underwater again? How long can my body last? No one's here. Who will come to save me? If I knew this would happen, I wouldn't have accepted that offer. No matter how miserable life got, I didn't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die! Someone save me! Please! You won't die. Someone grabs my hand, which is flailing desperately. No matter what happens, you're not dying. I promise. I feel the warmth of someone else's hand grasping mine, and I hear a soothing voice. I close my eyes.
Mori opens her eyes.
What is this place?
Mori slowly looks around. Actually, they gave her out for free just for starting the event, which is interesting. I wonder how easy it'll be to get more of her. Schools of fish leisurely swim past what seems to be a transparent barrier. It's as if Mori is submerged in the ocean.
Am I really dead?
Ooh, is this, It makes me think of Animorphs, that old book series where I can't remember the exact because there were a few times where they had to go on water missions to find underwater alien spacecraft that just so happened to have an environment in them. Mori turns her head toward the voice.
Is that a fairy?
Unbreakable Sphere, touch to continue. Fancy 3D overworld, alright.
What should we do tomorrow? To think I'd ever worry about something like this. It makes me happy.
Oh no, she doesn't stop talking either. She's just like Cinderella. So we have missions. We won't be able to do all the missions in a single day if we want to be efficient, but we don't have to do all the missions, we just have to do enough to get to 100 points. There's also challenges, which are just like all the other events. You have to clear missions and eventually it gives you extra event currency. Obtain 50 Chains of Fate, huh? Oh, wait. We just got the 50. We haven't actually done anything in this event and we've already done our daily missions. Downside is there aren't recruit tickets available here. Oh well.
This place used to be so quiet, but now it's bustling with noise.
Wait, does she have her own army of slimes?
Why
Oh
don't we
dear.
go check on the bubble tree? What should we do tomorrow?
And she
Think
also,
I'd ever worry about something like this? It
like
makes me
the
happy.
other events, she does have little glowies around. Every day will add more glowies to pick up. However, some of them will be event currency, some will be gems, and some will be lore tidbits, and we have no way of knowing what they are until we pick them up.
Why don't we go check on the bubble tree?
So here's the question. Your weakness is Earth. Will I really have to worry about it at this point? No. Iron element, not Earth.
No one.
If it's a request from my subject. Red Hood, engage.
When can we have a dessert? I may not be the best, but I can at least crack a few skulls.
And it locks you to level 30 because they want it to be accessible to the lowest level players.
Utterly develop something like an infinite map. Sorry to break it to you, but this is the end. Come with those who threaten defeat.
You don't even get to finish setting up the burst before it
Securing
dies.
victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
Why don't we go check on the bubble tree?
Workshop. This is where useful things that the bubbles collected from the vacant lot are stored. You can take and use anything you want. By the way, there may be some bubbles mixed in them. Don't be too surprised if you come across one later.
This place used to be so quiet, but
Oh,
now it's bustling.
There's the
with
last
noise.
glowy.
What should we do tomorrow? To think I'd ever worry about something like this, it makes me happy.
Sometimes the fish wandering in the sea would fall into the bubble wall, so I built a pond here and kept them inside. When I'm really bored, just watching the fish makes time go by faster. By the way, I'm not sure if they're edible. Don't eat them raw without cooking. She's got some clownfish.
What should we do tomorrow? To think I'd ever worry about something like this, it makes me happy.
She does not sound mentally well. It sounds like forced happiness, to be honest. Now there's a story I really should finish. Whatever happened with Mihara and Uni? So, let's see. Who are the reward boost Nikkei? Nope. Okay. Unsurprisingly,
I will go with you.
Grave and Cinderella are important
More
here.
work again?
If you call, I will come.
Mana is also here. I think once we hit 100%, we don't actually care about anything else, so...
Combat is not my strong suit.
Actually, what is Mori's thing? Activate when entering battle, affect self. Create a shield equal to a small portion of final HP. And create another shield if she lost her first one using her burst skill. When her shield goes down, boost her max HP. And because these shields are based on her final HP, interesting, so she actually gains more HP for every time they crack her shield. That's interesting, but she doesn't... Oh, I was about to say she doesn't really have a taunt, but it seems that while she does have that shield, she will taunt people. Activate when the parts of any ally, including the caster, are destroyed. All allies gain a sustained damage up. I don't get what this one's talking about with the parts of allies destroyed. Okay, recover shield HP. If she's in struggle status, but only a small amount. If she's not in struggle, then just gain a max HP boost and boost sustained damage. This is a waste.
Why do you insist on having expectations of me? It's a real burden on me.
I really should do some stat resets for Nikkei that have...
I'm not a fairy.
Where am I?
Fairy. So cute. Hey there. About time you came to.
Who are you?
Mori quickly backs up.
What is this place? did you bring me?
We're all Nikkeis, aren't we? Are you a Nikke too?
Oh! A Nikke?
Yeah, and we're at the bottom of the ocean right now. Isn't that amazing?
We're underwater? Don't be ridiculous. Do you really think I'd fall for that?
I know it's hard to believe. I was thinking the same thing only a few minutes ago.
What?
Uni and I woke up just a little while ago too. It seems like we were in a shipwreck, like you. Isn't that right, Uni?
What is going on?
What are your names, by the way? I have to be able to call you something.
You weren't traveling together?
Nope. This is my first time seeing her. I'll kick off the introductions. I'm Mihara, and this is my partner, Uni, who is dear to me. As you can see, Uni is a little different than the usual Nikke. She communicates with these vocalizations that I personally find adorable. She still understands everything we're saying, though, so you'll still be able to communicate with her. It fascinates me every time I see it. A Nikke who communicates by making similar sounds as Uni. The world really does contain all sorts of wonders.
So, for the brief context, let's see if I can summarize this as briefly as possible. Mihara and Uni were a couple. Masochist and sadist. Weird thing, but it worked out. Uni had to go through a brain wipe, losing all her memories, sort of a factory reset, at the same time that Rappy did, because of a stunt that the head of Missless pulled. We were thrown under the bus. So Mihara had to have her memories reset, and Uni didn't take it well. The thing is, the memory reset didn't work on Rappy. And Uni figured that out. She was very bitter. There was a bit of a terrorist attack on the Ark, and they used Uni as a way to get at the Missless head. Uni injected herself with the Vapau bullet that we went through so much trouble of getting our hands on. That whole Mother Whale battle was for that one bullet that Uni wasted. And then she tried to kill Sewen, I believe is the head of Missless. She tried to kill Sewen. Mihara intervened, got shot in the head, then she needed to have her memory reset a second time so they could perform brain surgery to save her. Because Uni can't be reset, they chose to lock her in a Darth Vader cosplay instead. And that's about all that I know that's going on with there. There's supposed to be more to it, but I never got around to reading the rest of it, okay? Okay. Also, she's going to be an overspec unit now. Later.
So, what's your name?
Siren!
That's a pretty name. And you, kiddo?
Who are you calling kiddo?
Tell us your name and I won't have to call you that.
Mori.
Good. Now that we all know each other's names, any chance you can fill us in on where we are?
I saw you falling into the ocean near the bubble tree. I saved you and waited until you came to.
Wow. So you saved us. Thanks a bunch.
So, are we really underwater right now? Don't lie. How can we be underwater? We're all able to breathe perfectly normal.
Is that transparent barrier protecting us?
Barrier?
Mori turns her head and looks upward. A massive barrier comes into view, holding back the seawater and all the marine life from pouring down on them.
It's actually true. So this place really is at the bottom of the ocean?
I never knew a place like this existed. So mysterious. Could it be a new lost sector? Sewen would certainly be happy to hear that.
How do we get back up?
Oh,
Is there any way to get back up to the surface from here?
I
will make one.
Excuse me? You mean there isn't a way to get back up now?
Oh...
In other words, we're trapped down here? No, this can't be happening. I need to go. If I don't get out of here, I'll lose the opportunity I worked so hard for.
Calm down.
This is all one big lie. I don't believe we're underwater for a second. How do we know that so-called barrier isn't some kind of projection? Or a hologram?
Little Mermaid frantically shakes her head.
I'm not waiting around. Get out of my way. I've got to get out of here right now.
How about we all settle down for a moment and get some food in us first?
Ready to meet your demise?
Huh. This is an interesting looking battlefield. I've never seen something like this before.
Wait! I said wait!
That actually worked? Am I not entirely worthless in battle?
I need to look at what manufacturer you are when I get a free moment, and that free moment won't be yet. Mori bites into the chocolate Splendorman in her hand. Nom.
What are you looking at?
Is it tasty?
If it wasn't, do you think I'd be eating it? Now stop staring at me as I eat.
It's good to see you eating so enthusiastically. I was afraid your wariness would diminish your appetite.
I'll never have a problem eating.
You're cute.
Stop calling me cute.
Thanks for giving us something to eat, Siren.
It's my first time having guests. Thank you all for coming and enjoying yourselves.
You mean that we're the first ones to come here?
Uh-huh.
That's why you don't have a way to go back to the surface right now. You've never gotten anyone out of here before.
That's right. Still, I will send you all back. If I try doing the opposite of how I rescued you, it might be possible.
And how did you rescue us?
Aha!
Little Mermaid extends her hand. A purple sphere forms at her fingertips.
What is that?
It's called a bubble. I was able to save you by putting you in one of these.
How is a Nikke capable of making something like that?
Are you sure you're not a fairy after all?
No, she's just a very old model of Nikke. Little Mermaid shakes her head.
I'm just kidding around. So, that's what you used to save us, huh?
Yes! I have the power of the Kotodama, a power which I can also imbue the bubbles with. It means I don't have to physically move them myself. That's how I was able to control the bubbles to transport you all here safely.
Kotodama?
What's that? Are you using this Kotodama thing now?
Oh no! Certainly not. In the past, I wasn't able to control it as well, and uttering a single word would be enough to unleash it. But then, a long time ago, I spent some time with a friend, and we spoke many words to each other. That's when I realized what a joyful experience speaking with someone could be. After that, I looked into a way to form bubbles inside my throat as a way to be able to control the Kotodama. That's how I won't use the Kotodama against either of you accidentally.
Good to know.
Why don't you use that power now and send us back up?
I'm sorry. I used too many bubbles when I rescued you, so now I need a while to recover.
I'd say that rescuing them took precedence over sending them back up.
For how long?
1 month?
Oh dear.
For a whole month?
Mori stands up.
I can't wait that long. I need to go. Maybe I can swim out of here somehow.
If you leave this bubble, you will die. We are Nikkeis after all.
I think a human would also die if they went out into water this deep.
You seem awfully certain.
Because it's the truth.
I don't trust you. How am I supposed to trust a stranger I just met telling me I've got to spend an entire month cooped up with them? I'm going to...
Mori, it would be best not to leave.
Are you really taking her at her word?
I am. She seems quite certain of what she's saying. There must be a reason for that. I like living on the edge and taking risks too, but I wouldn't gamble with Uni's life. I don't know what urgent matters you have, but surely it would be—
That may be true, but I
don't know what urgent matters you have, but surely it would be foolish to gamble with your own life.
That may be true, but I
will get you out. I will make sure to send you back up to the surface. I promise. So please, be patient and wait for a little while.
A little while? I'm going to be waiting for an entire month? Fine, but not a moment longer.
Oh,
Little Mermaid smiles brightly. And so does the bubble.
What are you smiling for?
oh,
Nothing.
I'm glad we were able to come to an agreeable conclusion. Siren, is there anything we can do to help while you make the bubble for our escape? We don't need to do anything?
Oh, no you don't. You'll just end up changing your mind later and roping us into helping with something. I can't stand that kind of thing.
We don't want to take without giving something back. Please, let us help. We can do anything.
In that case...
Alright, we have 1.5 minutes. Can we wrap up the episode before the half-hour mark?
All right, let's do this.
Let me check the mirror for a moment.
Reloading.
A rather simple task.
Oh wait, no we won't because... Oh, okay, yes we will. Anyhow, see you in a bit. I have to get through the rest of this event so I don't waste any currency. And probably... I might show the minigame as well. Who knows. Till next time guys, take care. I'll see you all around.